What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here, and I'm going to be doing my Zephyr wallet update. So I guess it's kind of a guide per se, because a lot of people seem to be having issues with updating their wallet. So why are you going to have to update your wallet? If you are a Zephyr miner, you may be aware of this. If you're not, you should be. So what's happening here is October 1st, which is only at the time of recording a couple days away, there's going to be a hard fork happening on the Zephyr ecosystem, and it's going to introduce Zephyr USD, which is a stablecoin, as well as the Zephyr RSV. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the Zephyr RSV is really going to do, but the block reward will be dropping. I can't remember how much exactly, but it's going to be dropping. I think it was around 20%, which means profitability is going to drop as well, depending on the price and network hash rate. But here we can see the Zephyr RSV is actually is a reserve coin in the Zephyr network, issued to users who had Zephyr to the reserve. So I think I saw people talking about this, something about you can reserve a bunch in this RSV at a certain price, and then once it's at that certain price, you can redeem it depending on what the price goes up and down. I don't know if it's almost like a futures trading. No idea how that works. And it looks like the Zephyr USD, which would be the private stable coin, is somehow tied to the RSV prices and locking and whatever's happening there. Personally, I'm a miner. I don't care about any of those other features. It might be something cool if it takes off in the future, but right now I just mine it and look at current price. So any of those other things in my mind is irrelevant to me. So the first thing you are going to need is to head over to the Windows GitHub here for the Zephyr wallet and download whatever you're using. I'm going to be doing this in Windows. Now I'm going to be installing this and restoring it with my seed phrase on my workstation first, just to make sure everything works. At that point, if I know my coins and everything are there, I will then move it over and actually put it on my little node box where I have the original wallet. But I just want to do this just to make sure I can restore everything first and I don't lose anything in the progress. Once you do download and extract the wallet, you will have a setup file here. So I'm just going to double click on this and it should begin the installation process. So we'll see what happens once we get all this and if we can just straight up restore it or not. We should be able to just simply restore it. Now this wallet does look like, if you're familiar with Haven, it is based on the Haven wallet pretty close. So right here, create or restore, I'm going to click on that and then going to click on restore. Here it's going to tell me to enter my 25-word seed phrase. So I'm going to enter that. Obviously I can't show you guys this or you'll just steal all my funds. Okay, so I entered my seed phrase. Now we're at the next step: wallet name, restore height, and a password. So I'm going to make a wallet name here, Rabid Mining. I'm going to restore height. I'm going to start from 0. You're going to want to restart your wallet from 0 so that it fully downloads everything you need within that wallet, every transaction, so on. That way you know everything is there and you don't have to worry about it. Even if you started mining at, say, block 3000 or something, I just like to start at 0 no matter what. And usually if you run into issues, it has to do with the restore height value that you did choose from. Now we need our wallet password. I'm going to enter that now. Let's see here. All right, and then we're going to finish. So we're about to see if I'm going to have my funds here or not. So I finished up. It should be restoring our wallet. Okay, so I am inside of my wallet. So now I kind of want to double check to make sure I do have the proper wallet address. So if I go to receive here, I can see Zephyr, whatever, UG3B. And if I bring up my crypto addresses and scroll down to where my Zephyr wallet address is, somewhere in here, where's Zephyr? There it is. Zephyr right here, UG3B. So it is the same wallet address, which it was expected to be. So it does look like it is successfully restored. I have the same address coming in. Now I just got to make sure and wait for this thing to sync up so that I can see my full balance. If you run into settings down here at the bottom, I'll just go back to balances, down to settings. You can see I am not connected to any node. So usually with the other wallet, you would run Zephyr YD, and that would be running your own home local node, which is kind of like what you do with the Monero GUI wallet. So in this case, I'm going to try a remote node, see if it actually connects. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we're going to connect now to a remote node. Wallet is connecting to remote. wallet is syncing. So it did connect to a remote node, so that's good. Now obviously if you were to run your own node, that's a more secure way to do it, but now it looks like the wallet is syncing and will be fully functional soon. So I'm just going to wait it out for a little while. We can see the wallet syncing process right here. Okay, so the wallet is all in sync. It looks like we have about 267 Zeph, so that's awesome. So the remote node is working, so I don't actually have to run a local node. Again, if you want to run a local node, that is the better way to do it. You would hit disconnect here and select that. So everything's looking good. I might just leave this in my workstation as is. I do believe this is a trusted wallet anyway, so I don't have to worry about getting hacked or anything. But instead of putting this in my node box, I might just leave it here. That way I am good to go with all of my other wallets that I do know is trusted. So I'm not using a whole bunch of extra space here for having to run the node and download the blockchain. Doing the remote node makes it that much easier. Now there is one thing I should point out. This does use hidden files back in your user data. So if you actually go into your users here, and then I'll go to Rabid Mining here, you're going to have to go into view here, details, and then select hidden items, or you won't be able to see the app data. Now if you go into your app data and then local, there's two sections here. One is actually local. Scroll down, you will see Zeph has a folder here, and your wallet files are actually in roaming Zeph, and you can actually get in and see your wallets right here. So right here, these are your wallet files with your keys and stuff. Make sure no one else gets a hold of those. This is another way that you can back up your wallets as well instead of using the seed phrase. The seed phrase opens up your private keys to these files. These files is also a reversal order to your seed phrase and your private keys as well. So there's two ways to back up this version of the wallet, and you should have these key phrases in your old node wallet as well. All right, guys, so that does sum up this video. Hopefully it helped you out in getting the new wallet up and running simply from restoring your old wallet. Now, I do apologize for some of my pronouncing of some words as well as my voice. My throat is killing me, but you know, this is information. We are on a deadline here. We only have a couple days, and I saw a lot of you guys were having issues with this wallet. So hopefully it helps you out. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.